Okay, folks, good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I am the Interim Senior Vice President for Research. Been in the job for 47 days now. So I am charged with providing leadership across our entire research enterprise at a time of very significant change in the university and in the nation. And I'm very pleased to be asked to introduce what is one of the important steps in this process. We need to be dealing as an institution and a nation much better with social justice and equity. And we, Penn State, are at a really significant inflection point. So there's new leadership, there's new change, the status quo was not working. And of course, the nation has some significant changes going on, some of which are very positive, like there's a very significant federal investment in research at a scale that we haven't seen for a while. But there's also some very significant negatives happening in the nation as a whole. And Penn State needs to contribute to making Penn State better and making America better. So I'm very pleased to be asked to introduce what is an important step in that process at Penn State. I do think in all of the change that we are undergoing at Penn State, we need to keep central our commitment to getting the very best minds from across the globe and making sure they flourish. That's at every level, student, faculty, leadership, the whole lot. This today is a very fantastic convergence of the Office for the Senior Vice President for Research, but particularly in the context of SSRI and the Office for the Vice Provost for Educational Equity. I'm very pleased that the groups are coming together like this. I'm very proud that, especially of the leadership coming from SSRI side within the OSVPR on this really important issue. Advancing faculty equity and success is much more than just a workshop. And in fact, I hope that we are actually using this workshop as a way of starting to embody all of this throughout everything. There's been a tendency, and I fairly felt it when I was HUC director, that equity and inclusion is often treated as a separate abstract concept, something that's an add-on that you deal with as a separate issue from the other issues. And we need to completely change that. We need it to run through everything. We need it to run through all of our interactions, all our career development, and all our recruitment practices and our retention practices. And this cutting through everything has to transcend hierarchy. It's not just a question of what's happening in Old Main or what's happening in department offices. Everything, everywhere, we need to get this top to bottom and left to right. I do wish I could participate in this workshop myself. Sadly, it's a Board of Trustees Day. Just also for those of you who know me, is why I have a tie on. But faculty coaching and peer mentoring has been really fascinating to me. The faculty are really the lifeblood and the energy of the university. They're where the rubber meets the road in delivering the mission of teaching, service, and research. And so it really matters how we develop our faculty. It really matters who we recruit and how we develop them. And so I love to hear how this workshop goes today. I think this is a big step up in the way we've treated these issues in the past. I do hope that one of the things we can work on is an improved era of support and camaraderie from faculty from every background. I think the inclusion part and the belonging part are really critical. And I want to give my firm commitment to anybody in the room who has ideas on how we can do better in that I can help at. Please bring those to me or to any of the institute directors who will bring those things to me. I'm also very proud of those in your room and online who are participating. We all have way too much to do, way too much to do. And time management is really a question of priorities. And so by being in the room and participating online, you are showing this is an important priority for you. I think that is to be commended, and I really hope that the commitment continues beyond the workshop itself. Diversifying our faculty is not just a statistical endeavor. It's all about enriching our discourse, our groundbreaking research, and our teaching. And growing the research enterprise is one of President Bendaputi's key goals for Penn State, and we're going to grow it in a diversified way. That's key to this, and that's key to the charge she has given me. I think that there are many reasons for doing that, but one of them is that we want to solve real world problems, and real world problems have real people living in them, and we need those people, all of them, to be able to contribute to these real world solutions. So I thank you for your dedication and the determination to create a new future at Penn State. I really hope that this continues long beyond the workshop itself. I look very much forward to hearing how the workshop goes. And I want to encourage you all to help with the work of redefining our institution and our research, our community, and I would say indeed the nation. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to Deborah Ehrenthal now. I'll die up there.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much for those comments and the support that the OSVPR has continued to give to SSRI in planning this, and also to faculty on our amazing campus. My name is Debbie Ehrenthal. I'm SSRI Director, and I welcome you to this inaugural workshop. We have folks who are participating online. We have folks participating here in the room. And I think we look forward to a wonderful day. I thought I would start, not everybody is fully aware of what the Interdisciplinary Research Institutes are, and so I thought I would take a moment to just reflect on the institutes here. Institutes are a unique feature of Penn State University. They're campus-wide, they're centrally funded, and they sit under the Office of the Senior Vice President for Research. And they've enabled Penn State to strategically invest in 7 key areas that cross colleges and propel research priorities that have impacted substantially the growth and impact of research here at Penn State. And among the key activities of the institutes are recruitment and mentoring of faculty. And that's the reason we're so interested in the work of today. We have, as my colleagues have heard me say many times, incredible faculty and staff here at Penn State. And ensuring success for everyone and ensuring strong practices in recruitment and mentoring is going to help us continue that history. Why are we here today? I think Andrew covered that well, so I think I'm going to move more quickly through my comments and not address that here. But broadly, the challenges that this workshop is designed to tackle are exactly the issues that Andrew has mentioned today. Institutional climate at research-intensive institutions can be supported, but can also discourage diversity among faculty. And our goal here is to shift institutional culture to value and center inclusive excellence by creating greater equity and intercultural competency in recruitment, mentoring, and other retention activities. So these are our challenges for today. We are leveraging here the reach and influence of the research institutes in partnership with the Office of Educational Equity, with our colleges, with our faculty and faculty leadership. Today, we will explore the faculty experience here at Penn State from the perspective of faculty and deans, and consider strategies that we can use to ensure a more diverse campus community and improve support for every member of our community, to be welcoming of all members regardless of background, role, ability, beliefs. We leverage the institute model to further encourage these practices around mentoring and faculty recruitment, and ensure that everybody is aware of and participates in gaining those skills that have a strong evidence base behind them, and will help us improve our effectiveness in these areas. Many have contributed to today's program. It has been a true collaboration across the institutes with colleges and the office. Professor Jenny Hamer from the Office of Educational Equity and many other important leadership roles here at the university has led the highly successful mid-career faculty advancement program, and her contributions and work on this workshop have been extraordinary. Professors Wendy Hannah Rose and Zubeida Neas, can raise your hand if you like, have been a force on campus promoting the importance of mentoring and career development. They have created and led several highly successful campus-wide faculty development initiatives, including Changing the Future, Evidence-Based Teaching Academy, and Leading Advocacy and Action for Diverse Leadership Groups, and others. And this workshop couldn't have been organized or even conceptualized without their input. We also have amazing faculty here who will be contributing to panels and workshops throughout the day. Includes Professors Stephen Wilson, Terry Vecchio, and Janine Staples Dixon, who will be participating in the faculty panel later today. Other talented faculty are presenting workshops that many of you will be participating in, including Professors Ray Block, Eric Hudson, Stephen Schaefer, Janine Staples Dixon, Sherry Stoffels, and Michelle Vigiant. And professors from the Eberly College of Sciences, Dave Hunter, Jess Matzik, Mariah Sparza, and others will be bringing a workshop created by the Next Steps Committee, so a recruitment training workshop that Eberly College of Sciences has been running for years. They'll be bringing that to one of our workshops later today. So what can you expect today? I expect you're going to meet new people. I'm not sure who's here in person and who's remote and who's going to be driving in for the afternoon workshops, but we've had more than 130 people registered for the event today, and I expect over the course of the day they'll engage in many different ways, but this includes folks from 9 Penn State campuses. So we have folks from Abington, Penn State Altoona, Beaver, Berks, Harrisburg, Hershey College of Medicine, Penn State Scranton, and Penn State Wilkes-Barre, in addition to University Park. So this has been truly reaching across all of our Commonwealth campuses, all of UP. We have people from more than 10 colleges, and we have faculty and staff from all ranks and roles at the university. So I think you're going to meet people you haven't met before, so please take advantage of that. And we're excited that everybody has been interested in these areas of mentoring and faculty recruitment. So we're going to begin this morning with an exciting presentation from our guest speaker, Joyce Yan, who's the director of the University of Washington Advanced Program. Jenny Hamer will then moderate a faculty discussion about experiences here at Penn State. During lunch, we'll have an opportunity to network, meet new folks, hopefully enjoy some good food, and also participate in a dean's conversation about faculty diversity. And then the afternoon will divide into 4 workshops, 3 on different kinds and approaches to mentoring, and 1 on search committee training. And finally, we will close with time for networking and cocktails. This day took a village to plan, and I want to call out the extraordinary support and work of SSRI team in the planning and organization of this event. Special call out goes to, I can't see with glasses on, Emily Christensen, who's sitting right here, who did a remarkable job. Betsy Beck, sitting next to her, was instrumental. Barbara Rigg, Lydia Colonel. Is Lydia? Yeah, I don't see Lydia. Lydia's outside. And then Christy Alman-Gooding and Legie, our communications team, who helped put together flyers, helped organize the registration page. And Mark Hickson, who is here in the corner, who is always there as a strong support for IT. So just a few housekeeping. Restrooms are at the end of the hall. So if you go out the doors and turn left, if you need help today, look for somebody who has pink on their lanyard. They're SSRI staff. They know where all the rooms are and where everybody should and could be headed. If you don't remember the session that you selected, look at the back of your name tag. I will say we are not going to be policing sessions, but for those who have an intent to attend the session that they signed up for, that'll help you get to where you want to go. And then we hope you can join us at the end of the day for a reception. Finally, please respond to the post-workshop survey. Our hope is that this is the beginning of this kind of workshop and training here at Penn State, and it'll be important for us to get feedback from everybody who was able to participate. So in closing, it is our hope this workshop will support diversity inclusion efforts here at Penn State and positively impact faculty recruitment, faculty development, and in doing so, retention, progression, and ultimately promotion and the support for satisfying, exciting careers. We focus here on recruitment and mentoring because we know we can impact those activities with evidence-based approaches and ultimately help diversify Penn State's workforce and better support faculty. As you take part today in the workshops and presentation, it is our hope that you'll become empowered to support each other's personal and professional goals and help enact sustainable and institutional change. All of the research institutes and the Office of the Senior Vice President and the Office of the Vice President for Educational Equity look forward to continued dialogue through meaningful discussion and discourse, and we hope you'll join us at future events. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Wendy Hannah Rose to come up and introduce our exciting speaker.